I was born in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I lived there for half of my childhood. When I was 7, my parents told me that we had to move to the US because of my dad's job. I was super mad and nervous because I didn't want to leave everything I knew behind, and at the same time, I didn't really know how to speak English. We moved to Fresno, California. From the weather, the people, and the lifestyle, everything was just different. My parents enrolled me to a Christian private school where I was basically the only Asian kid in the class. At this point, the only things I knew how to say in English was yes, no, and my name is Arnold. So needless to say, I was a nervous wreck for my first day of school. I remember being in the corner of the classroom with my arms crossed and my knees shaking, feeling super uncomfortable and wanting to leave. I managed to survive the early part of the day, but then lunchtime came around. I see my classmates getting out their lunch sacks, pulling out their PB&J sandwiches and juice boxes. Meanwhile, I busted out a huge lunch pail with Tupperwares filled with rice, tofu, and noodles. One kid pointed at my lunch and said, "Ew, what the heck is that?" Everyone laughed and I just wanted to disappear. I would get teased a lot and my classmates would go out of their way to make sure that I knew that I was the weird kid in the classroom. And to make matters worse, being an only child, my parents were overprotective towards me. So they requested to my teacher that during recess, I would stay in the classroom by myself because the weather was too cold for me to be playing outside. I felt even more secluded from my classmates. So from that point on, I made a commitment to do everything I can to adapt to my new life. I wanted my English to be better, so on the weekends when everyone was out having fun, I spent my days having one-on-one tutor sessions with an English teacher. The strangest thing is, with all the tutor sessions that I did, my English improved by me watching my favorite show, The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I was obsessed with that show. I watched that show religiously, and sure enough, by watching it every day, it made my English better. Not only that, it made me fit in more with the kids in my classroom because we talked about the show non-stop. They didn't see me as the weird kid in the class anymore. Little by little, they started embracing my culture by asking me questions about what I'm having for lunch or what I did for fun when I was in Indonesia. My parents even decided to lighten up by letting me join my classmates during recess. Things were definitely looking up. With this experience, I learned that life is full of curveballs that we can't control. Anything can change in a heartbeat. You can be stressed about it, or you can learn to adapt and make the best out of the situation.
Meeting the parents. In a new relationship, it's something everyone has to do.
Mom, Dad, this is Tom. Hello.
Now, this isn't how you normally talk, but if you've never met parents before, the first time, you get so paranoid. Why? This isn't ancient times, okay? No one is going to say, "I forbid you from seeing my daughter." It's not gonna happen, because you're in a Pizza Hut in Ohio, eating garlic knots. So just be yourself, okay? Be you. Do you, boo? Because nothing bad will happen, alright? Unless you eat the last garlic knot. You just ate your last garlic knot.
Dad, no, leave him alone.
Nobody eats my garlic knot! Now that would never happen, because I'm allergic to garlic. But I bring all this up because my second date with Ariel was meeting her parents. And I was prepared. Had little flashcards of all the things they would ask. Washed my car, put on a clean shirt. I even made cologne out of Gatorade and Dove shampoo. I smell like a bird that just won the Super Bowl. I was all set to go. Got in my car when my sister shows up in the driveway.
Where are you off to, big brother?
None of your business.
You may leave this house, but I will always find a way to meddle.
Now, my sister was notoriously evil. One of the many positives of dinner at Ariel's house. So I'm cruising the highway, practicing what I'll say to her folks, just feeling good, when all of a sudden, what was that? Yeah, my muffler blew a hole in it. Like 2 seconds from this girl's house, and now it sounds like I'm coming in a tank, and I'm gonna take their daughter hostage.
Attention! We are here for your daughter. Please send her outside along with some yummy snacks, and no one will be harmed.
So I pull up to her house, the whole neighborhood's watching. All that confidence I had, totally gone. You know that scene in Aladdin where he and Jasmine are alone on the balcony? That is not what happened. Would you look at those cheeks? You're like a fat little pumpkin. We love Halloween. Mom, stop. Now, the important thing about Mama Fish is that she loved me. Okay, the scary thing, having to deal with the dad. I swear on my life, when we sat at that dinner table, this is exactly who was sitting right across from me.
This chicken cutlet is delicious.
It didn't matter what he said, I was petrified.
Can you pass the potatoes, please?
Your dad is so scary. I just sat there shoveling chicken into my face. My face was getting hot, man, turning red, probably sweating. I did not feel good. Alex, are you okay? I'm fine. Swear it. Well, I, for one, am just so excited that you're here.
That's why she made your favorite. Garlic chicken.
My favorite? I am so allergic to garlic. Now my face looks like a balloon. Why would they think that? Now I gotta pretend like I like it. I love it. Oh, honey, he loves it. You know, I called your house and asked, what should I make? Your sister, she is such a doll. She said, anything with garlic. Oh, my sister. She is so dead.